Hey guys, welcome back to another episode on Overland Garage. And what we're going to try to do today is, as you can see, I've done some cutting of the frame in the last video, and I'll throw a link to that up here. But what I've done already is cut some new sections of frame, and we're going to splice it in. So stay tuned, and that's what we're going to be doing today. So, the absolute first thing you gotta do is I gotta clean all these burrs out of inside of here, because you need a good clean surface when you're welding. So what I'm gonna do now is clean all this up, and then I'm gonna take another measurement, make sure these are good. Do the same thing with the other side. I might have to trim the other side, so that's why I haven't cut this piece yet to size, because I know this one's good, but I don't know that that side's exactly perfect. So instead of, you know, the old saying, measure twice, cut once, well, that's what I'm doing. So I want to make sure that I don't mess that side up. So that's what we're going to do. I'm going to clean this up, clean that up, see where we're at. Now, what I'm going to attempt to do is, where I've marked this here, I've marked it on both sides, try to trim just a little bit off of each end so that I can make it even. I'm going to have to remeasure again, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to attach the other side first, get it all squared up perfectly straight, and then I'm going to go to that side after I've done this, what I'm going to do right now with this grinding, and we'll take a measurement and we'll cut the piece to fit. As long as they're both exactly the same distance from this body mount to this body mount, we should be mint. So that's what I'm going to do right now. Well, there. Some people are good at burning, some people are good at grinding. So, as you can see, I'm a grinder. But that's all ground out, looks good now, and we're going to attempt to make some pieces and put this thing back together. So, I solved the lighting problem, and Jessica gave me this super fancy LED light that she uses for her photography and art. And anyways, this light is super cool and it lights up the area great. So now I don't have this in the dark problem anymore. But wanted to show you that I got some clamps. These are just bodywork clamps, and I want you. This has to be perfectly flat, and you'd want to tack on the back side, and then put one tack like right in here before you just start pounding the heat, because you don't want this to move it all around. So I want to show you that this is perfectly square all the way up and down, and I already checked the top. But what you don't want is you don't want this thing, see, like this. I'm going to have to pull it out a tiny bit, so I'll probably put a tack here and here first. That way it pulls it out a tiny bit, and then once I get this thing exactly square where I want it, I'll tack it good, and then I'll weld it. But you want to get both ends exactly square before you weld it. You don't want to just pound the heat to it, because you'll pull it one or push it, because what happens is metal shrinks. So anyways, I'm going to get the welder out. We're going to square this back up again, get it perfectly square, check my measurements, and then we're going to weld this thing solid. So like I said before, we're going to try to just tack this in a couple of spots now that I got it where I want it, and then we'll fit this side, take a measurement, make sure it's all good, and then we'll weld it up. See, not bad for a white guy. So what I ended up doing is I did a little up here, I did some under here, I did a little here, and then I just was able to pound it because I had the top, the bottom, and the back side holding it in place so that it wouldn't move. So now we're going to try to fit the other side and do the same thing, and that's going to probably wrap it up on this one tonight, because it's dark and scary and the bugs, you know. It's going to rain tomorrow, so I'm hoping I can get the other side done, but I don't see it happening today. But I at least wanted to get something done on this, so we're going to work on the other side, and then we'll talk about it. Whew! So last night, where we left off, I was able to get the entire frame done and welded back together, and it was not fun, but it's done. And it's strong. I went through like 2 rolls of wire, welding wire, so that's not bad, because you know it's not gonna break, and it looks really good, so I'm really happy with it. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoy the content. Keep giving us a like and subscribe while you're at it, and why not share with your friends, because we need your support. We're almost to 500 subscribers, which is amazing, because I didn't ever think that was going to happen, but it's all because of you guys. So I hope you guys continue to join us as we continue to work on this garbage, and hopefully soon we'll get this back together and we'll do a little unveil, and then we'll be back on the Mustang. But keep supporting us. It's all been very helpful. So until next time, this has been Overland Garage.